Coming to you live from Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills.
Now, please welcome to their new home, your 2026 Buffalo Bills.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're going to be let out by the first player to have his number retired at the University of Wyoming. And hey, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing in the league, Brock might have it retired by Buffalo in the future too. Here is Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 26-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Allen looking to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
All set to go now from the 35. There's a dive up the middle. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling. Because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Second down throw for Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And it'll be first down, Buffalo.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll bring the tight end in motion. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Working on second down. Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Allen on the play action. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's more on the quick slant. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Allen setting up 1st and 10. And that last throw makes him a perfect 5 for 5 to begin this game. They are throwing it again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Oh, how well he's slinging it this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
2nd down, here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They've got 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. Quickly out it goes to Shakir. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Typically complete a pass on 3rd down, well, that's a good thing, right? A pretext for a 1st down. Not so fast and not this time.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and 1st downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Bass now to kick this away. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Getting the start for him, the former 1st overall pick out of Alabama. Now in his 4th season here in the NFL, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll send him over right. 2nd down coming from Young. Right back to Leggett. And out he goes after picking up a couple. Brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Young throwing here. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit it on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me there's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Allen to throw. That's complete to Coleman out left. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now for Allen. And he is now 8 of 10 after that last completion. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And it'll be first down Buffalo. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Play action now with Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Now it's Cook. Escapes a defender. Driving across the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Hey, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they take a 10-0 lead here in our first quarter.
Panthers nothing. Tyler Bass
Now to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Panthers take over.
Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we get a look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. Year number 3 for Idzik as the OC here. As you and I both remember, originally broke into the NFL with the Seahawks back in 2019. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Nice run there on 1st down, Brock. Now this defense a little vulnerable ahead of this 2nd down play.
Sure is. It just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. And if you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
They run again with Hubbard. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that gives Carolina the 1st.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43. One of the tight ends motions right. And going play action. Young. To the left side, Sanders has it. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the 1st.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here's Young to throw. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Pass out quickly till he gets. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Now a give to Cook, running left. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was brought down.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Carolina offense headed out now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, Young. And that one's incomplete. He got muscled off the ball there. That's going to bring him 3rd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Young. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stops. And that's going to be a Bills 1st down.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball. And because of it, his chains are moving.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Allen looking to throw. He dumps this off to Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. And up from the pistol to Cook. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Trying it left side with Cook. Jukes away from one. They get to him. His hits brought down after a gain of about 10. And it'll be 1st down Buffalo. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And it could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Throwing here, Allen. Cut at the 10-yard line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Cook. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So a solid start there on 1st and goal, making some progress, keeping the pressure on this defense.
Yep, took away a lot of the cushion this defense had left, and now really running past both totally in play.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. It is there, and that breaks up the completion. Oh, quick reaction there to apply that contact. That's going to force 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come.
Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Joshua Palmer capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bass on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
17. Panthers nothing.
Bass now to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Counterplay, Hubbard. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Sam Martin on the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Nowhere to go with it, and he's planted. They got him at the 16. Jalen Phillips. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
2nd down throw for Allen. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now Allen. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be brought down short, and that should bring out the Bills' punt team for this 4th down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. The Panthers with Trevor Achane deep to return. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And come off 3 and out, Brock. They really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First down now, ball at the 33. Now it's Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Young now on first. And he's back up to 50% now throwing the football after that last completion. 6 connections on 12 attempts. He's going to throw this one. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Young throwing here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And they cleaned that play up nicely, Brock, after a gain of 4. They limited them to that, so not enough to stave off this 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Allen setting up to throw. Middle of the field. This is taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So 5 on the catch. 5 still to go on 2nd down. They'll run it with Cook. Fights his way through a tackle. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that's going to give the Bills the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trevin Wallace there to stop that forward progress. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Allen to throw. He has the first over the middle. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
1st and 10 from the 43. Allen. Brought in right side by Moore. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Caught as he works it inside the 40. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. Davis gets it from the gun. Escapes the defender. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Bell going in motion left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Jukes away from one. Met there, driven out to count that gain at about 6 yards. And it'll be first down, Buffalo.
6. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Batted away at the line, incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and long for him here. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to wind up with about a 6-yard gain here as he's hauled down. Going to be a decent bit short, though. It's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bass's kick is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bass now to kick this away.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Trevor Achan to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now pitch to Hubbard. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
And a Panther first down.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. From the pistol, it's Young. They'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Receiver in motion, going left. Here's Young, second down. This is caught, they go right back to Hubbard. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young looking to throw. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Now Young. That one's complete, right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Young on first. And he's only missed once on this series. 4 of 5 throwing the ball. Quickly out wide, it's Leggett. Go to reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Here's Young to throw. Short pass brought in. And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Young. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. He's good on the attempt here. And the lead is cut to 13.
20, Panthers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play.
Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achan. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Fits it through the middle. He stopped finally after a gain of almost 30. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On play action, here's Young. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. And Oliver. And that makes it 2nd and 19 to go.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. After the sack, Young. He's in trouble, and it's another one. They drop him. That's another for Oliver. It's a repeat of the last play, and that's going to bring them to 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
Now it's Young. Complete to Tremble. And they're going to rally to it, bring him down short, so the Panthers likely now to punt this away.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Carolina in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. He's going to be taken down here. The knock before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Allen. Moore's got it. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Allen. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
It's on target to Moore. And they've got a 1st down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Working on 2nd down. Allen going with a screen to Johnson. And he dodged the tackle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Allen setting up 1st and 10. And he's now 4 for 5 passing since coming out of halftime. They're throwing it. Catch made right side by Bell. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. On the handoff, here's Davis. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Just continuing to grind him down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves 2 purposes, right, Kate? Number 1, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rock.
On the draw, this is Johnson. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And that's going to give the Bills the 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Back to throw now, Allen. And this time he's not going to be able to hang on. Far from his first look on this series, Brock, but drawing some extra attention as a result. That hit is going to force fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bass now to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. Escapes a defender. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Greg Russo. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver left. Here's Young, 2nd down. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Young throwing here. He's making a bid for it. Jukes away from one. And he is close to that marker, isn't he? But doesn't reach it. So make it an 8-yard gain. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to be a Bills 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. You get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Big strike here to Moore. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big hitter on 1st down. 37 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 now for Allen. Now over 250 yards throwing the football after that last play. Bell going to motion over right. Caught quick right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd down throw for Allen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down now after that last completion lost him a bunch. Allen setting up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Coleman. And not nearly enough distance on the throw or after the catch. That brings up 4th and long.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Young looking to throw. Got his man. This is McMillan. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that will will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
First down.
Boy, they sure
Carolina.
found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Young now on first. A perfect 4 for 4 so far to start this second half. Back to throw now. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. He steps out of bounds as this play goes for 25 yards. Nice work there. And that gives Carolina the first.
First down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Here's Young on first. Still perfect since halftime, Brock. 5 for 5 passing. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to it. Greg Russo. And after the play, it's second down now at 17.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Young to throw it. He has all day. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. Deion Walker. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Pitch play, Davis. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Allen. And this one's going to be forced out by the hit. Incomplete. They've been going his way all game, Brock. Defense is paying attention. Someone there to bring up 3rd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. It'll be 1st down Buffalo.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff here to Davis. Breaks the tackle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play
1-yard gain.
is at least he didn't go
Brings up second
backwards.
and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Coleman. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Allen looking to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Bills with the punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Hubbard again. And he does not get to that line. Look for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Davis up the middle, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. That's quickly out to Coleman. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. That's completed out to the right. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. A give left side, here's Davis. Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that's going to give the Bills the first down.
He in this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work, and what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen setting up play action. That's Knox, he's got it. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. That's complete, right side. They get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Play action now with Allen. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. It's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now a design run. It's Allen. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Short of the goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, kid. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Davis takes it straight ahead. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. From the 5-yard line after the loss, 3rd and goal. Allen. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. Derek Brown. And that's going to bring a 4th and goal after a loss of 6.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Pass now to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers set to take the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got second down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
And Oliver made the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now it's Young. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line.
The
Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll start out with Johnson, who dodged the tackle. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, Buffalo.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Davis off the pistol handoff. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The shotgun. Oh, he loses the football. And the Panthers get to that one.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Deion Walker. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. It's a gain of a yard.
We get the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Panthers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. Complete to Tremble. And this is not going to be enough to avoid the fourth down, Brock. Stopped after a gain of 9 on that completion.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He's got it to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. So many times, Brock, you're fussing over locking down all the top targets on fourth, right? And then it's the check down the safety valve that winds up beating you.
It's so hard to play defense at this level.
Yeah.
In high school level, the running back, is he out and around? Is he blocking? Where's he going? You don't really know. At this level, there's so much attention to detail on those checkdowns because they can do what he just did, convert on fourth down.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. And he's going to opt to just ditch this one through the end zone. That's going to bring up second and goal. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though we did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
Throwing on second, Young. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel a soreness in my neck, in my ribs, in my back.
That ball is out. Young lost it. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, now they got to be special.
Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Davis. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 6-yard line.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.